just show my audience your sign. Yes, J6 Patriot. What's your name?
My name is Joshua Haynes.
Where are you from?
Covington, Virginia.
I see you're a fellow Virginian. So you said you spent 3 years in jail?
I did prison.
For what?
For my participation in the events at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021.
Tell me what you did on that day.
I went up there for the rally, for the Stop the Steal rally, and I ended up inside the Capitol, which was a complete setup. We were let in. It's not like you've been told. And then a group of us sort of tore up some media equipment outside, which we probably shouldn't have done, but these things happen. And the media is definitely the enemy of the people, so they sort of had it coming.
So, and how did they arrest you?
The FBI called my house about 6 months after January 6th and told me they were going to come interview me, which they did. They came to the house, they interviewed me, they said they think they have enough to arrest me, so they came back in July and they arrested me. My home security cameras were recording the interview, and when the affidavit came out, they had lied about several things. So I contacted Fox News and was going to send them the video showing that the FBI had lied, and when I called the FBI and told them that, they didn't like that, so they called the DOJ, and the judge put me on house arrest after that. So then I stayed on that and went to court and got my prison sentence.
Yeah, so you were sentenced how many years?
I was given 32 months. I did about 27, and then some time in a halfway house and house arrest after that. So.
Which prison?
It was in northern West Virginia. It's called, I can't even remember.
Well, doesn't matter. It's a prison.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it was a medium security, so it was pretty rough.
So how did they treat you? Were you in with other prisoners or just by yourself?
I was with other prisoners. I did spend a lot of time in solitary confinement. I was targeted because of what I was in there for. Either COs that didn't like Trump or jail management that didn't like Trump would single me out, do things like not let me clip my fingernails, not let me cut my hair, stick me in solitary confinement for 40 days at a time for no reason, no charges. Walk through the block if I was on the phone and hang the phone up on me. Just very, very odd things that I really don't think I deserved.
What is the charge?
I was convicted of obstruction of an official proceeding and destruction of property on Capitol grounds. Since it has happened, the U.S. Supreme Court has overturned the obstruction charge. So I'm waiting now for the DOJ to reverse that charge. I don't know if I'll have to go back to court in D.C. and get resentenced. I was given 3 years probation, so I'm hoping that maybe because the amount of time I did would have been more than just the destruction charge, that maybe the probation will come off. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see about that.
Is that your charge among the 300 people who, the Supreme Court said
yes,
that's not
that's correct. Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Wonderful. And are you still in Virginia now?
I do. I live in Virginia, yes, ma'am.
So what happened to your family?
My family's still there. I did lose everything when I got locked up, my house and everything I'd ever had, my pets and everything. But I'm slowly rebuilding, and I'm in school now, getting my CDL to drive. So things are getting back on track. But it was a rough road. It was a rough road.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for taking my interview.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.